Straight out of Ngaruawahia, New Zealand, here's Maurieo. Hello, Maurieo Vlogs, number 382, Management. Hello. Welcome. Well, I indicated yesterday that I'd had a bit of an interesting day up at the hospital on Saturday, but the GoPro purchase was certainly the highlight of that day. So I was back up at the hospital today for finish off my infusion of antibodies, Intragram IVIG, and I had more time to reflect on the situation. So I've been going up there for about 6 to 8 years, and I have tried various things. I've tried reading books and doing work and all sorts of things to pass the time away. I'm there for about 5 hours. And what I've found the best way to do it is just to go to sleep. So quite often the night before I'll work till 1, 2 in the morning, have a few hours sleep, hop in the car and go up there and get another 4 hours, 5 hours up there, which is all very well. So the way that they've administered the infusion is that I get up there and they hook me up and put me on the drip and take my blood pressure and things and then let it go for 15 minutes. And then they check my blood pressure again and then I'm off to sleep. And then they wake me up at the end and take my blood pressure and away we go, and everyone's happy and it all works well. So, and that's been going on sort of on and off for about 6 to 8 years. So, got it all sorted really. But anyway, on Saturday they were telling me that one of the managers or someone had looked up the protocols and oh no, they're not supposed to do it like that. That's they've been wrong for the last 6 or 8 years. That what they're supposed to do is I'm supposed to go up there and then they take my blood pressure and then they hook me up to the thing and then they take my blood pressure every quarter of an hour for the first hour and then every half hour after that until I go home, which is, well, it's going to be double the work for them. Well, triple the work for them. And if there's more patients up there, they're going to be running around like blue-ass flies with things. I've only got about 2 blood pressure trolleys. And I'm going to get constantly woken up. So I'm a bit distressed about all this. And to me, it's fairly typical of the bottom-down management systems that we have. People impose some of these ridiculous things on the workers, the people at the chalk face, at the coal face, at the hospital bed. They impose these things on them without giving any thought or anything to anyone. Now, there's probably very good intentions for why they're doing this, but it seems to have worked pretty well for the last 6 to 8 years for me anyway. So I see no reason why it could change, but oh well, it will. We'll see. And the cost, like it's just probably going to cost them. They're probably going to, in time, it's probably going to cost them another person that they need there. So that's less time and effort for someone else. That's less people they're going to treat, and this is the whole thing of it, that everything seems to be imposed on the people down the bottom. The ones that are actually doing the work have got a bigger and bigger burden to carry. They've got to do more and more work. They never sort of say, oh, well, hey, you can stop doing that. They're always additional to it. So, I always find it quite amusing. You just soldier on, as they say, but you're just carrying more and more as you go along, so it seems. So this was my opportunity to have a little bit of a rant, and these management systems. And it's not only at the hospital; it's everywhere you go. That this seems to be the culture of places that you just pass more work down, get the same, get more out of the same, you know. Or as my old mum used to say to me, wear out the old ones first. Certainly feels like it sometimes. Anyway, moving on to things of happier times. My diary, well, I don't know whether that's happier times, but I got out and got some couple of bits of lawn done, and well, you can still see the tie marks from last time, I think, so I might have to give the lawns a bit of a rest there, but I got a couple more bits that I can do, and then we'll see what develops. But they're certainly looking like a nice green carpet. Perhaps that's something that I can do with the GoPro. I thought one of my first things with the GoPro, if it turns out, is to maybe put it on the front of the lawnmower. Do a little time lapse or something. But anyway, any GoPro ideas, yes, put them in the comments below. That could be a bit of fun. So yes, so I didn't know. I got that done. I came home from the infusion and got out there, and I had to have a little bit of a rest in the middle because I think the steroids and that knocked me around a bit, and then a wee bit tired. But we got it done and nice and refreshed. So now 382 management, that's what we're doing now. We're going to have a question today, just a simple question. 96 where, what, who was answered eventually. Bit of a drama there, but yeah, we got that all sorted. And on to the new one, which is a what? What is this? So that's all good. And yeah, now I've got a fair bit of work to do after this. It's coming up 10 o'clock at night, so I'll probably be up to around 2 and getting some prep. I've got some marking to do for tomorrow and some prep, and then I don't have to be in till midday, so I might I might go see how I go and then get up nice and early and try and get some work done before I go in at midday. But yeah, got a fair bit of work to do before I get in tomorrow, and I've got a tutorial at midday, and then we teach through to 5, so 5 hours of teaching. So yeah, she's there, so that's all good. And did the infusion, so yep, she's looking pretty busy, all right. But oh well, you know, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So let's move on to today's challenge. No shouts today. There's no time for frivolity. We must get on, get it done. That's the one. So let's have a look at the challenge. And here's the challenge coming up. And yeah, pretty easy one. Well, I think it is. So this is a fairly well-known actor here. So who is this person? But more to the point, what's the movie that she's in? This is a scene from a movie that relates to today's topic. So yeah, who is this and what movie is that as it relates to this topic? Hasn't been in that many movies. More known as a songstress than an actor, but she's done a couple of movies. So yeah. And off to the Hall of Fame. Here we are. And who was this guy? Who was this? Well, this was Mark Woodman. And he's the GoPro CEO. The CEO of GoPro. Quite an interesting looking character from some of his photographs and things. So, yeah, very, very good. And Moz got that one. The GoPro CEO, he certainly got that. So yeah, we could have a quick look back at today's challenge, and another reminder to smash that like button. And yeah, who is this, and what's the movie that she's from? And I think we'll call it an end there. Thanks everybody for coming along, for liking and subscribing and watching and viewing, and just your general support of myself and the channel. I appreciate it. All good. See you. Cheers. Smash that like button.